What a nice name. Let's see if she matches it in looks. But the first filly we're going to look at is Proudly Yours, owned by Trevor Stewart. 2 runners for Ger Lyons. Looks to be second string on jockey bookings, but Gary Carroll is in for a good one here. Owned and bred by Trevor. She's by Memas, and she won, made no mistake on debut when she won at Dundalk. She's a lovely looking filly, very straightforward, cross noseband and chiffney bit. But she's leading the parade ahead of her stablemate number 5, who's just behind her there. This is Sparkling Sea, the course and distance winner. She actually, on first impressions, looks like a colt. She's a great hind quarter on, a real muscular, and she too cross noseband. Colin Keane, the choice of the rider there. Just behind her is number 3. This is the favourite. This is Fairy Godmother, bred by Paul McCartan. She cost 425,000 as a yearling. She's quite tall. Francesca, we're going to take a turn and we'll come back to her in a second. We get a better look at her. And we just come back to number 1 here. This is Bar Navara. She took my eye when she won at the Curragh. I was really impressed when she won by 4 lengths on debut. But her connections weren't at all surprised. She's got a regular straight noseband and a ring snaffle bit. She's quite uncomplicated and tall as well. We just take one more turn, Francesco. We'll just come back along. We're going to take our time because for the last 2 years, this race has thrown up the Albany Stakes winner at Ascot, and it's definitely worth seeing these fillies properly because we're very much in their infancy stage. They're only developing. This is May of their 2-year-old year. Some of these mightn't have actually turned 2-year-old officially yet. We've seen the first 2. They're the Ger Lyons pair. Just keep an eye on the favourite here. Fairy Godmother, 2 handlers, no noseband, and a rubber bit in her mouth. She has probably the most uncomplicated of equipment on. She has a little neck strap. Aidan O'Brien and Ryan Moore bidding for a treble, but she is really physically developed. You can't see a ribbon her even though she's had a run. She's got great depth of girth to her. Just behind her is number 2, California Dreamer. Remains a maiden after finishing second to Uzdi Atoy on debut. She'll reoppose here. Again, straight bit. A straight noseband and bit on her, and her coat looks very well. And I want to get a look at Donncha O'Brien's if I can, so we'll take a turn past Bar Navara, who you see again, number 1. But we'll take a look at Ushti Tasoy here, number 6. No noseband, ring bit, tall but light filly, probably the lightest of all of them in the ring. Of course, Donncha won this with Port Fortuna last year. This filly cost 150,000 as a yearling. She's by 10 sovereigns, and Gavin Ryan and Donncha are about to put the whole pieces together and see if they can beat Jessica Harrington. Who's with Brian?
Yeah, thank you, Jane. Jessica Harrington, first of all, your horses are in sparkling form.
Listen, they've been running great the last couple of weeks and absolutely delighted. They're a bit like me. They when the sun starts to shine, they start to shine.
Everybody feels good. Your filly here looks very well. I was impressed at the first time, the daughter of Calix. She went to the line good and strong.
She did, yeah. She ran, she did very nicely at the Curragh. We always liked her, but we didn't think she'd win that well. And and this was the next logical stop. But this is a lot deeper race, this race, and a lot of there's winners in it and horses that have run very well. So we're just hoping for a big showing.
What do you genuinely think? Because she's easy enough to bet in the market. The money is for the second filly, Fairy Godmother of Aidan. As you said, it's a quality race, this is.
Oh, it is a quality race, and look, you would expect her to have come forward from the Curragh, but she only won a Median auction race there, so she's up against the big boys this time.
Tell me, the horse that won yesterday, you had to be taken with him, Birdman, all set for Royal Ascot?
Well, that's the plan. He's only had the 2 runs. It's an ambitious plan, but he did it very nicely yesterday, and he's still a work in progress.
He's a son of a Free Eagle. He's going to be a lovely horse going forward.
He looks like it is, and he's gone from 1.5 miles to 1.6 miles, and I don't think he'll have any difficulty in then going 2 miles plus.
Exciting. Got to ask you as well why the horses cantered to the start. Give me the beat, boys. We all love the name, we love the story, and he was a good first time. How's he been since?
We're delighted with him. He's done very well. He comes here in good form, but it's a big ask to take on the top horse.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Thanks. She's a lady in form, all right. Herself and Shane Foley, I was just looking at it there this morning coming in. Their last 21 days, 13 wins in 51 runs. That's a pretty impressive strike from what?
Since I
What?
All we can see is the
Since
sun
I
cream.
just came up here from the ring, you've turned Snow White.
Yeah, I just put it. Well, in fairness, I was burning alive over here. I put on the factor 50. I clearly didn't have enough.
Did you not
on.
rub it in?
No, I didn't really. Well, I didn't have time.
Supposed to be professional.
Yeah, no, listen, just wearing the suit, lads. I don't really care what I look like. Right, let's talk about Barnavarna since Jessie was just on with us. She is in great form, as we mentioned. This was at the Curragh earlier this month. Talk us through this.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, contrasting ground, soft ground. Shane Foley, who's leading the championship at the moment, is up near the stands rail in the colours we saw run so well earlier on, finishing second in our first race. This filly, from this point on, really stretches out and puts 4 lengths between herself and the second filly home, Kilmood Susan, and the rest of them are really just trailing in her wake this day. She's hit the line strong, 6 furlongs, stays it well. The Albany was talked about in the immediate aftermath. She's going 6 here again. Ground will be the only concern. If she handles it, she's a big shout.
Yeah, no, and she is in great form as well. Sparkling Sea and Ferry Godmother, then we can talk at Nace. This is here last month.
Yeah, back over the course and distance. A little bit slower ground this day. Was yielding ground. Obviously good ground here today. One from the rail in the white cap is your winner, Sparkling Sea. Challenging further out in the Tabor orange and blue is Fairy Godmother. Back in Thurl, cold-hearted filly trained by Jessie Harrington. So that'll give her a line on the first 2, you would have thought. But you'd really love the way the winner picked up, stretched out and puts 2.5 lengths back to the second, Fairy Godmother, who's favoured today. I'm a little surprised at that. Even though she was a little green in second, I didn't see any obvious reason, bar the ground and bar the experience under her belt, that she should definitely turn the tables on the one in front.
We can pick 2 from Dundalk. You're home during the winter months, Fran, when you're not here sunning yourself. Usdi Atoy and California Dreamer from Dundalk the last day. What do you see here?
Yeah, this really good performance by Usdi Atoy, who showed a lot of gate speed to get out and get rolling. California Dreamer on the near side in them key direction silks was well backed and also on favouritism. Looked to winner, but the eventual winner on the inside, the blue and white colours, Gavin Ryan, Usdi Atoy, has found plenty in a very pleasing manner inside the final 100 yards. Once straightened out by Gavin, she just jinked, lost concentration a bit, half furlong out, but when gathered up she did finish off very well. The big thing, Hugh, again, like we see in her opening race today, is the contrast in ground. A lot of these horses ran on turf.
Yeah.
You know, this filly at least will handle a decent surface here today after running on the all-weather Dundalk.
And 4 of these 6 runners here are unbeaten as well. So look, you can make a case for
You're
almost
really
everyone.
only scratching the surface.
Yeah.
A lot of them haven't blotted their copybook at all. They've either won or ran very promising races on their debut. But this is the point of having the pattern. You have to step up in class. This
Yes.
is Group 3 company, and you want to find out whether you have a Group 2 or Group 1 filly. And usually, guys, this race will tell you.
This is a smart race. Just looking back through the history of it, Lily Langtree, You're So Thrilling, Alpha Centauri, some real big names there as well. So this is always a good race.
And Jessie, look, we mentioned at the top, she's been in brilliant form as well. Just really has hit the ground running with this season. And it's brilliant for her. It's testament to the amount of work that she puts in. We all know the ill health and the difficult period that she went through, but she's back and she's better than ever, it seems.
She broke the mould, Jessica Harrington, some moment.
Unbelievable.
And what she went through last year, the way the results kept coming for the team, and thankfully, with everything good in the health department, the horse could not run any better this season. They've got some nice prospects on show as well, and she's always good value. The thing, Jane, I was wondering from the parade ring, number 3, Fairy Godmother, Sparkling Sea. I was here when they met the Monday at Punchestown, and for me, Sparkling Sea was a far sharper, more ready type on debut than Fairy Godmother. How did you make them in the ring?
If you didn't have a race card, you'd say the pair of them were colts.